have to deal with things that black people do. As a result of that, they start having these, is it inherent? I think it's inherent. I want to say inherent, but yeah, inherent feelings. If it's wrong, cool, we can talk about it. It won't change my message. They have this inherent bias against black people. It's the same way a woman who gets cheated on in multiple relationships with men. So let me not will harbor, most likely harbor, and a lot of times will harbor negative feelings towards men. It's the same concept. Women are supposed to be smarter than men, cops are supposed to be held to a higher standard. They're not the same, but they're parallels. You can get something from it. They're different situations, similar thought processes. We're humans. Psychology's been studied, how our brain works. The system knows all this, and a lot of the stuff is to get these conversations to turn people against each other. So if you don't like my message, cool. Send it to somebody who does. Because if you're just trying to discredit me and not learn anything, you're helping the system. I did not send these girls off. Oh, this is another mission. Yikes. See, scattered thoughts. Normally, I can express myself very well while I'm doing this, but I'm actually like legit hearing myself say it now. So, scattered thoughts. All right. Girls are good and set. Make sure no other. Okay, cool. So where I am, the black on black crime, how it relates, why you shouldn't discredit it. Don't take off the cape. Or don't don't throw away the costume. Take off the cape. Listen to Edna. I get that the cape could kill me. Let's go back to Edna. There's a dude who got sucked into a jet turbine because he had on the cape. So if my message has a cape, let's take that off. I'm still wearing a super suit. I can still continue the message. We just had to get rid of that piece of it. I love Incredibles. College. I'm arguing with a lot of my college friends right now. Because most of my college friends are black, and a lot of my college friends are angry. I'm angry too. But because I don't agree with this word for word, I'm not angry. I'm not black. No. You don't get to determine how someone feels because they disagree with your argument. That's really bad. But that's just like black on black crime. Black on black violence. All the same concept. There is a bigger issue, the system, that can have us fighting amongst ourselves, be it me and my black friends, me and my white friends, or me and anyone who could help get my message across, actually come up with really, really, really good solutions, because mine might be terrible, and that's fine. But it might be a template for a really, really good solution. Don't discredit it. Throw away the cake. The point is, I can think I've connected enough dots. I know they're all over the place, scattered thoughts. I think I've scattered enough or done enough of these dots to explain that when I talk about black on black crime, and yes, a lot of people use black on black crimes to deflect. This is not a deflection. Do not lump me in with them. You're generalizing, you're throwing away the super suit, not the cape. Understand why I say it. You can correct people who say it to deflect, and you can even use what I'm saying to help your argument about police brutality, white supremacy, or whatever else. Because that's how knowledge works. This is not to deflect. It's all bad. So, black on black violence, part of the system. Man, the way that man died, part of the system. How cops normally get away with that, part of the system. Don't start saying, this person saying black on black crime, Uncle Tom, sellout, bootlicker. And now you're not listening. Now you're not learning. As far as learning goes, black people, watch this. I grew up a nerd. Loved being on the computer. I loved it. Loved video games. Let me get away from the nonsense of the world. Why you talk so smart? What? Because I was told black people are stupid, so I'm going to be smart and prove them wrong. I was a smart ass little kid. Why you talk like that? Because they said we're uneducated, so I speak in an educated fashion. Fighting the system. But then the system says, hey, get on that nerd. He's trying to talk white. Now, black people are mad at me for talking smart. I'm mad at them for not accepting me. System's winning. It's all related. When you talk about fighting the system, if you blame something on the system, if you derail someone's argument by using the system, you too are part of the system. I take all the arguments I get, all the counterpoints to my points, and I build off them. I want to have a response to everything, not to discredit you. I am simply taking off the damn cape. If your solution is, hey, they killed another black man terribly in the streets, let's go burn stuff up. No. You burning stuff up, you supporting people burning stuff up is a really, 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 really long cape. It's a cape that will get you killed. It will suck you into multiple jets. Your pieces will get... What's that? Oh, my stamina's full. My other game. But that's a really long cape. And that cape will get you killed. Don't wear dangerous capes. Understand when someone's trying to tell you no capes. They'll make you a new super suit. Edna made a bomb super suit, but she said no cape. My neighbors are great. I don't appreciate how they're, Nah, because then their lawn will look nice. So see, I can't just discredit them. I can't say they don't support my message because they out there making noise. That's a parallel. It's essentially what people do on both sides. Be against the system. Understand the cape analogy. If you need a different analogy, ask me. This one's capes. I love Incredibles. I love my college friends. A lot of y'all used to argue it back then. Over 10 years ago, I used to argue with your ass too. I learned from what you say. I had conversations with you about this subject matter because I felt you were an intellectual who probably won't agree with me because I've had these conversations. I'm not looking for validation. I'm out here to help people learn. Even if my presentation is wrong, cool. I'm still here to support the cause. If you think I'm not, and you discredit me, that's one less ally you got in the fight. That's a bad war strategy. That's one of your chess pieces you didn't put on the board. Even if I'm just a pawn. I might be a pawn that gets sacrificed. I might be a pawn that takes a piece. Or I might be a pawn that becomes a queen. There's a lot of possibilities. Learn, people. That's how we beat the system. We learn. I want people to criticize me. I want people to criticize points I make. I want people to see that when they criticize points I make, because I love the people who've done this in my life. And all the arguments I've had have helped me put into perspective that a lot of people have criticized my points and not my message. And there's times where I've lashed out at people because in my thinking that they were criticizing my message, where they were only criticizing my points, but they were just trying to get rid of the cape. I thought they were getting rid of the whole suit, and I responded emotionally. I don't know, like riots and burning stuff up. They responded emotionally. I responded emotionally, and I messed stuff up. I messed up my own potential learning opportunities. We all do it. It's human. We have to identify these things. If you're trying to beat a system that has been in power for over 400 years, be smart. Learn. Take an unpopular opinion. See how you can use it to your advantage. Not to shut more people down. Because saying you say black lives, or not black lives matter, I'm sorry. You say black on black crime, I'm discrediting your entire argument because some stupid person over there said black on black crime, and we can't talk about a man getting killed by a white cop because black people kill each other. That's not what I'm saying. Don't affiliate me with that person. Don't affiliate everybody who says it, because there are some. Find out if that's what they're on. Talk to them a little longer. We're all on lockdown. Because of COVID, because of riots, we're all on lockdown. So take a minute to get that perspective. If they're being stupid, all right, bye. That's simple. Or see if there's something you can actually get from it. Because you don't have an answer to beating a solution. You don't have an answer to beating the system. I don't have an answer to beating the system. I do. It's learning. But that doesn't work because we've learned and they make it so we can't learn. Then they tell us not to learn from each other. And then we don't realize they don't have to tell us not to learn from each other anymore. And they just say, hey, you said black on black crime, so I'm not learning anything from you. You're helping the system. No, you're helping the system. And I'm not going to call you stupid for it. That's a stupid thing to do. It's ignorant if you don't realize how you're helping the system. But I'll still talk to you. I'll get sarcastic after a while because I have to amuse myself because my head hurts at that point. But I don't have to amuse myself. It's my choice. See? I just snipped off that cape. You might have 3 other explanations for why I do it. I might see where you come from with that. I might disagree, but we can all say it's a response to something. It might just be random. Whatever. This is about learning. Some people listen to me talk and go, he just likes hearing his own voice. No, I much prefer to hear people listen. I like to attack points, not to shut a person down, but to get that beautiful mind working. Because I've had so many conversations with people I disagree with, and I learned so much because of how I wanted to respond to what they said. Even if I disagree with it completely, it opened my mind to a world of learning. Listen to people you don't agree with. Because if all I know is what me and everybody who agrees with me says, that's the limit of my knowledge. That's the limit of my learning. That's the limit of my weaponry to use. If knowledge is a weapon, and we know it is, and you're limiting your knowledge, you do not know how war works, and you are not helping your side. You are not helping beat the system. If you think you have enough ammunition to beat the system that's been in power for over 400 years, tell your friends to rip off that cape. Burn that cape. It is not heat resistant, obviously. Burn that cape, whatever, to destroy that cape. Give me your ideas. I'll turn your ideas into 3 other ideas that you might disagree with. And we might dissect arguments for days, months. And then we may come up with something because we've taken in every perspective. We haven't discredited it. We've taken in all these perspectives, taken in all this knowledge. And eventually, something comes together. And we agree on it. And we are all better for it. Because we can take the little intricacies. Like, I need the people who are connecting these, who have these scattered points, who are going to add to the web. Because then there's somebody who can look at that web and come up with one word to explain what it's taken me 47 minutes so far to say. I want that person. I may say something that's going to make that person that makes everything I've said in this video real easy to put across and digest. I hope that person is not discredited or does not discredit me because of one thing I said in this video. When he can take everything I said in this video, inspire a whole generation of people that fights the damn system. Learning. You beat the system by learning. That's what this scattered thought is about. Let me know what you think. Yeah. Because I'm going to be learning through all this. No matter how you feel about me, I'm still learning. And I'm encouraging everybody to do the same. If you feel like you're at the pinnacle of your learning, you don't know how knowledge works. So help me learn from me. Help me edit the cape, edit the suit, take off the cape, whatever the case may be. But let's be positive. I've offended a lot of people. I probably still will. Holler at me about it. Don't discredit me. I can't learn if you don't teach me. We're in terrible times that we can agree on, even if you hate me. Help me learn. Because even if you hate me and don't want to learn nothing from me, somebody you love can be a better person from what I have to offer. Maybe, maybe not. Why not take a chance towards something? Why not take a chance towards something positive? That usually a much better speaker than this. Anyways, thank you. Hopefully there'll be more of this. We'll see how it goes.